Coronation streets. Max Platt is set to leave his stepfather David concerned in upcoming episodes. The 15-year-old begins to rebel in class while being taught by Daniel Osborne, and later tells David school is a waste of time. Could he be involved in something sinister? Max, played by Harry McDermott, has had a tough life, with his mother Kylie Platt, Paula Lane, having been murdered in 2016, and his criminal father Callum Logan, Sean Ward, also dead. The Coronation Street teenager lives with David and Shona Ramsey, Julia Goulding, but he is about to make life a little more difficult for them as he begins to act out at school. Official spoilers from the ITV soap confirm that his behavior will begin just as Daniel, Rob Mallard, begins teaching, and struggles with Max in class. When David can't get through to him about his behavior, he tells his stepfather that school is a waste of time. Could the troubled teen have got mixed up in selling drugs, following in his dad's footsteps? With Daniel's concerns, he may be reported and sent to a youth prison, which would leave David devastated. David himself was a troublemaker as a teenager, and even spent some time in a youth offenders for criminal damage after he went on a rampage in 2008. Having turned his life around since, he'd be heartbroken to see Max taking a similar path. But with the schoolboy refusing to take school seriously and believing he doesn't need to go, it seems he could be mixed up in something else. After Simon Barlow, Alex Bain, became involved in drug dealing after being lured into a criminal gang, Weatherfield is on the police force's radar, so Max isn't likely to get away with it for long. If he is caught, he'll be sent to a Young Offenders Institute. In upcoming scenes, Daniel excitedly heads off on his teaching placement, and Ken Barlow, William Roach, couldn't be more proud of his son. Later though, Max starts playing up in his class, and Daniel realizes the job won't be easy. David finds out about the youngster's disruptive behavior and tells him off for showing no remorse. Max stomps off in a strop, and later leaves David concerned after he tells him school is a waste of time. Does this mean he is mixed up in something else? Daniel gives Max a detention after he fails to hand in his homework, but Max doesn't seem to care. When David suggests that Max could do with some extra tutoring, Daniel makes excuses. It wouldn't be the first time Max has tried to sell drugs. A couple of years ago, he was caught trying to sell his ADHD medication in school, when a furious Shona found out. He had the same worrying attitude to being in trouble back then as he struggled with David being in prison. Good, I don't care, he told Shona after she informed him he had been suspended. She asked, "Why are you doing this, Max?" and he replied, "Because I need the money to get away from here and to get away from you." "And where are you going to go?" Shona replied, to which Max said, "Barbados, to be with my auntie Becky, McDonald, Catherine Kelly, Shush is my real family." Could he have the same idea again? Only now he could be in far more dangerous territory if HES involved in a drugs gang. Max's dad Callum was also a drug dealer before he was killed by Kylie. Feeling he needs to escape to make money to visit his biological family, Max may feel selling drugs like his father is the only way. Becky was Kylie's sister, and left the Cobbles in 2012. She helped to raise Max when Kylie sold him to her when he was younger, so it would make sense for Max to want to find her. But with a previous drug offense warning, and police likely to be keeping an eye on Weatherfield, Max will probably be caught before he can run away. Will David be able to find out what his stepson is up to before he gets into real trouble? He seems to think he is having issues at school due to needing some support in catching up, but it seems Daniel might know there is more going on. With his claims that school is pointless, Max clearly has other things on his mind. David and Shona would be heartbroken to see Max arrested and sent to a young offenders institute. How will they react if they find out too late about his crimes?